Make no mistake about it, the Million Parent March and our numbers right here don't reflect the number of parents and children that have been affected adversely by the court systems in our country. The Million Parent March represents millions of parents across this nation who have been destroyed financially, economically, emotionally, and mentally by the court systems, by Child Protective Services, by these organizations that stand a profit off the destruction of our families. We are here today in solidarity and in unity as American citizens to stand up for our constitutionally protected, God-given rights that has the judicial system has zero business making 1 red cent off of one of our children. Can I get an amen? You guys came from all over the country. We have people here from Washington State, from Puerto Rico, from Florida. God be with those people down in Florida and Texas that couldn't be here because of the hurricanes. But they wanted to be here, and they are here in spirit and in heart. This is something that has gone on for far too long, for entirely too long. And you here today, you select few that came out. You were the brave ones that said, I'm not going to tolerate it. You will not take my children. You will not take my grandchildren. You will not deprive me of what God gave me, and you have zero business interfering with. Can I get an amen? I'm going to bring up a couple of speakers here. I've got Marissa Hamilton behind me. She is a 2018 gubernatorial candidate for Arizona for the Libertarian Party. Please give her a warm welcome.
Good morning, everybody. We are here because we have had enough. We have had enough of the theft of our children. We have had enough of the abuse, of the rampant alienation that is happening all over this country and really in all westernized nations. I found out about this, just stumbled into it about 1.5 years ago when I was working with Judah Myers on a girl that was 14 years old and had been raped. And you would think that the government would honor a 14-year-old who had the courage to stand up and say, I want to parent my child. But that's not what they did. And her grandmother, I met her last night, Dee, they stood in the gap and they said, we're going to stand up and we will take care of you and your babies. They made arrangements with the government. They got the licenses and permits and all the paperwork that needed to be done to take care of their own grandchild. And the state came and stole that baby while the baby was breastfeeding. And that is how I found out about this issue. Shortly after that, I ran for U.S. Senate with the Libertarian Party as a write-in candidate, but I would not run unless I could talk about this issue because no one else had the courage to talk about this, except for us. I could not find a single person in my state to talk about this, except for one representative, Kelly Townsend. I could not find a single pastor that would talk about this issue, except for Reverend Jared Moppin. And that took 1 year to find. And we have come all the way from Arizona, one of the worst states that kidnaps between 13,000 and 20,000 children a year.
We are live at the Million Parent March.
About 90% of them are in non-exigent circumstances.
So because I want you to look at it.
No court orders. We tried to get a law passed this year and we finally did it after advocates fighting for over a decade. And they said, we might be able to do it, but we need to wait until January because